Hi. How's it going?
Hi, everyone.
Hi. Hello, peoples. So,
Em português?
Bem-vindos outra vez aqui ao Kode Hospitality, Cracking the Kode, chamando... Como é que se diz isso em português? Quebrar o código, uma coisa assim. Mas bem-vindos, é o nosso terceiro episódio e hoje vai ser sobre por que fazer publicidade nas redes sociais. E bem-vindos.
You're struggling with Portuguese?
Yes, it's not easy to go back to the roots sometimes. And now in French?
Bonjour tout le monde, je vais essayer de pas trop faire l'accent du sud.
S'il te plaît.
Aujourd'hui, nous allons parler pourquoi il est important de... Ah ouais, je sais pas comment traduire. Pourquoi il est important de faire de la publicité sur les réseaux sociaux.
Voilà. C'est ça. It sounds a lot easier when you think in English, right? It's
yeah, it's true. So in English, for the English speaker,
yes.
Why you should advertise on social media? Why is it important?
Why, exactly. And what do you get out of it, right? And what you should get out of it. Cool. So, Miss Durand, please go ahead. Tell us. Kickstart it.
Well, we know actually that social media are growing and like it's becoming like really important tools for businesses, right? So we know that obviously advertising through Facebook and Instagram, it's mainly free. I mean, you can do a lot of advertising without putting any money. I'm not talking obviously about the sponsored post. Mm-hmm. That's something else. But all this platform can give you like huge can give a big impact, you know, on a few customers. I'm looking, I have a flies all around.
The fly is very important. Maybe the fly is interested in our video cast. Maybe we cracking the code properly to the animal kingdom too. Yeah. That's good. We have you know, the audience is growing. The fly is there.
Yeah. So back to it. Go ahead.
No. I mean, I agree. I mean, free, right? I mean, how can you get better than that? It's a free advertising. It's a free showroom for your brand. It's such an easy and accessible way to show to your target audience that who you are, what you do, and why they should follow you, right?
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, cost being a big part there. Even when you talk about paid ads, right? I mean, the fact that if you look at traditional media to do a TV advert, for example, how much does it cost? Radio adverts, you know, print adverts, online banners, and all this.
Yeah, definitely. It's depending on your goal and the scope of your campaign anyway. So yeah, you can put like few euros there, or you can go big if you want, you know. But the good thing is like you can go small at the beginning, you know, and then you can see a real impact. You know, you can see the converted new leads like really quick.
100%. And I think the benefits of that, not only the cost per person you reach. If you think about every time you do a billboard on the motorway, for example, we see all these billboards with brands of coffee and all this kind of stuff, that it does stick to us. Why? You know, because it's massive, it's there, it's you're driving, you really have nothing else to do apart from, you know, fighting with your wife or husband and driving and just paying attention on the road. And that, you know, you're always looking for something to, you know, to keep you busy, right? But when you think about social media, let's say each engagement, you can have it for as little as 1 cent or even less than that sometimes an engagement. But from that, you get not only are able to convert that into actual revenue by creating leads and then converting them into a purchase, ultimately, depending on your industry. But also you increase your brand awareness. Even if that person doesn't buy anything from you, you have the awareness out there. People will see your brand. They'll have that, you know, that. They'll have that. No, is that subliminal it stays in your mind, even if you don't record it at that very moment, and if you don't register it, it stays in your mind. Later on, once you see the brand again, you're going to associate it. I mean, our brains are beautiful things, right? We don't know how they work, but we know that they work, or at least some of us, right? So the idea to create the brand awareness, it's great because it's never a lost investment, right? It's always it's an investment that works.
No, but imagine, like, you have, I think I read something, and I'm reading sometimes. I read something that it was like 1 billion people on Instagram every month.
Mm-hmm.
No, but that's huge.
Yeah, it's massive. I mean,
and they're spending like an average of 53 minutes per day or something like this. And it was like 50% of the people who have visited a brand on Instagram goes to the website. So,
I mean, we're talking about,
huge.
We're talking about, a big percentage of the world population that's online. And they're looking for visual clues, right? All they're looking for is not only to see what their friends like and all that, but the way the AI,
which is a big part also.
It is. I mean, it's what keeps them there, right? But at the same time, the new technologies, obviously, we know, by we, I mean, Instagram and Facebook and all these advertising companies, Google, a lot of times they know what you actually like. Not only based on this 5G conspiracy theory that everyone is listening to you, even though most probably they are, but at the same time it's all down to the websites you access on your phone, and then your phone saves the cookies, and then those cookies will provide information to Facebook and Instagram to then show you the adverts based on what you just researched, right? Which is something we forget a lot of times, right? But the fact that we are able to target people, let's say I want to sell a burger, and you've just searched for food delivery, and I can use that data, the fact that you just search a burger, to show you an ad about the burger that I want to sell, when you eventually access social media, right?
And you can even retarget, these people. Sometimes you have these people who are looking for what you are selling, for example, and then, they're not gonna buy yet. But then you can just pop up, say like, hey, we saw that you went on our website, or you were interested about these items. Do you need help? Do you need more information on stuff? So the power of retargeting, it's crazy. It's unbelievable nowadays.
And there's that, and not only that, imagine, and that's part of me kind of, if I have to cut, then I can always kind of use that part to kind of mix, but if you the other day when I bought the flight, I was buying a flight, obviously, you finish, I always have my cookies on and all that. I don't really mind that they track what I do, unless I access some websites that are, unless I access some websites that are not websites that we should talk about here, but
sure.
But even you finish booking a flight, and at the end you get a lot of ads, people offering you, let's say I booked a flight to Lisbon, right, and people asking you, would you like to rent a car in Lisbon? The cars are cheap and all that, by people, I mean companies, obviously. And it's interesting that, obviously it is a very saturated market, right? Nowadays, you go on Google for a lot of industries, and on Facebook, you do a search and you get majority of the first few results that you get, the adverts, right? Why? Because there's so much offering out there that Google has how many billions of pages that they need to actually manage, and and obviously a lot of times you're paying and for an advert that doesn't even get shown because there's people that pay more.
So I'm just gonna cut you here. Google is not social media type, yeah?
It is
just
a media.
For you to not go through the road that the video is gonna take like an hour, and then it's gonna be tough for the people.
It is a media.
We will talk later about SEO and SEM, but it's not a social media.
Oh, I didn't read the script. Oh yes, yeah. It's not social. Although,
sorry, I'm just putting him back, on the.
Yeah, but I wanted to make this video really long so people get really bored. I mean, we should also target those people that are looking to,
we talk about SEO and
fall
SEM
asleep.
Anyway.
right? We should help those people that have insomnia and all that. Maybe that should be a service. Maybe this video will help them a lot. But yeah, I mean, it always puzzles me, and we've been doing this for years now, and it always puzzles the data that you get every time you do an ad on social media, the ability to use that data to then target the people that you want and to have near perfect results if you do the targeting properly, right? And if you do the right campaign.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course.
It's
true.
impressive.
But like now also, the consumer, they are more looking also for kind of recommendation, like this social media thing became like a huge, now it's like, you're not going to ask your friend or your mom, or, you just go on social media and you see a lot of people. Okay. A lot of people, talking about this, I don't know, this bag, and then the consumers start to believe what they think. That's why also you have influencer now, and this big word of influencer, which we know that work. Yeah, actually, in a way.
I think that's a topic in itself, right? I mean, if we start getting there, we're gonna have a 2-hour, video cast and all that. But,
but it's so interesting, right?
It is very interesting. It's a topic in itself. We should actually arrange an episode just to discuss about the influencers, the positives and negatives of having influencers, especially nowadays. When it first started, it was different, but now it changed a lot. But another point on why you should advertise, and a clear reason is that your competitors are there, right? Maybe not all.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, if you're not there, it's
you have to be there. Yeah, if you're not there, you're not there, which is wrong. And you should be there. But I think, your competitors are there. People will see them. And the fact is, out of millions and billions of people, like you mentioned, every month, 1 billion people online and all that, out of all these people that actually use Instagram or Facebook or TikTok or, or YouTube or any social media platform, there is always somebody looking for your product. Always. The secret here is to reach them.
Yeah, definitely.
Right? To reach them before your competitor, or on top of your competitor. It's like we said, it's not easy due to the saturated market nowadays, but you have so many ways of targeting nowadays, be it local, be it based on location, be it based on interests. I mean, I've never set my interests on Facebook. Have you? So there's so many different ways of targeting. I mean, obviously with the privacy laws nowadays, everything is changing, right? I mean, Apple just released this new software patch that will actually ask people to enable.
Yeah.
Right? It's making our job a bit harder.
Yeah.
But they will ask them to enable to be able to be tracked rather than before was the opposite, right? You had to opt out. Now you need to opt in, which for us, it doesn't make our life easier. Obviously, we have a workaround.
Yeah, true.
But it just makes us give that an extra little bit, right?
Yeah, of course.
And then what do you think from the value of a brand? Do you think it matters nowadays how many followers people have on Instagram? How do you judge, let's say, yourself? How do you judge a brand when you go and see them on Instagram? How do you judge them? What do you look at to judge them? So when you go and look for a brand, let's say you're looking for a pair of shoes, right? You check them on Instagram. Normally nowadays we like visual cues, right? We like visuals. Gone are the times, or at least nowadays more often than not, gone are the times that you actually go to the actual shop before you check them out on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, everyone has access to all the big brands on Instagram. And
yeah, of course.
So let's say you want a pair of shoes. What is it that you look for? How do you judge the brand? Does it matter to you their performance and visibility and brand positioning on Instagram? Like that, let's say you don't know anything about social media and you don't know what engagement is, right? I know it's hard to move away from a professional perspective to a consumer, but as a consumer, you look at pretty pictures, you look at the ones that have the most likes. Do you scroll through the whole feed? Do you use hashtags to search for what you want? I mean,
well, I think it really depends, and for me it's a bit difficult to be like just a consumer and not thinking about business, but you will look for like nice picture. Obviously the content matters a lot. I mean, we know that what you see, will attract you, and then you will want to click and want to know more about it. So I think the content, it's what matters the most for me personally, but then I guess it depends on the people.
True. I'm also the same. I mean, I follow a lot of pages. I mean, obviously, because we do this for a living, right? I mean, social media is one of the business, the service we do, and because we always have to judge, it's very hard. It's like when we go to a restaurant, we're always watching, how long the server takes to serve us, and how is the food quality, the ambience, the lighting, and the music, and all that. I mean, it's very hard to actually enjoy a restaurant nowadays without judging it, because that's our profession, right? That's what we do for a living. The same with social media. But when I go and let's say I find myself I like to shop online, mainly due to my laziness. And a lot of times I always check for reviews. I do that a lot. I check for reviews on certain products. I find myself doing that more and more, and unconsciously thinking and trusting them, actually taking people's opinions, which is again a whole other topic, right? That we could talk about reviews online.
But it is true.
And all that.
But that's why when you advertise, you ask people to comment and to share, because obviously you know that by people commenting your post, it will, it will attract people on it.
And you tell people exactly what it is. Yeah, it works.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah,
that works. That works. And it attracts people, right? It attracts if there's a lot of comments. I mean, obviously, no product. I mean, a good burger for you is probably not a good burger for me, right? It's the market. Like a nice picture for you is probably not a nice picture for me, and I think that's what's great about the human beings, right? Everyone has a different perspective on things, and that's why it's not easy to choose your advertising strategy on Facebook and Instagram or any social media platform, right? Because you need to advertise to the masses, but at the same time, you need to target it specifically to the type of customer that will like your content and that will like your product, right? Because ultimately, it's all about doing advertising. And not only get the brand awareness, but convert that into a lead that will convert itself into revenue, right? So,
but which is easy to see also. That's another thing, to track the result of a campaign. I mean, this is really easy to see. You have an insight on Instagram that show you everything, or in Facebook ads. So that's also something that it's good because it's tangible. On the more classic form of advertising, you don't really see the results. You don't really have like number. It's really difficult to get the amount of people that got reached by it.
Yeah, I mean, you get the amount of impressions that you made, right? That your ad made, and then you get the amount of reachability, which means how many people that if I showed you the ad, did you actually look at it? And how long you looked at it for, and did you click on it? What did you do after you click? And then you can use it. Like if we show you an ad, for example, we can see whether you saw it, and if you saw it, did you look at it? And if you looked at it, what did you do? And when you did that, let's say we give you a CTA to go to a website, what did you do then on the website? And if the page, the holding page that you fell on actually was interesting enough or not, and to see all the way from your online experience, we can actually see everything from, your initial engagement.
And that's why if you have a good CTA or no, which is really good. I mean,
yeah, and obviously the more clicks you get, the cheaper you would actually be your campaign, because it's all about being popular and all that, and being smart on who to target, who to reach, the area as well, the age groups, the genders, and nowadays all of it matters. But yeah, I think we cracked the code there. What do you think?
I think so.
Yeah. Okay, so let's recap.
Okay, you start.
All right, I start. Okay, no, you start. Oh no. So this thing of trying to be funny whilst not being funny is funny in itself, right?
Yeah, like a daddy joke.
Okay. Yeah, I love those daddy jokes. Did you hear about No.
No, it's okay.
Yeah,
Okay, so
okay.
why you should advertise on social media?
One, cost effective. Immediately,
Definitely.
you know, is the cheapest form of advertising, and the one that has the biggest potential to reach the crowd and the target audience that you actually want, the people that actually matter. There's no point showing a coffee advert to a person that never drinks coffee in their life.
So that's part of targeting as well.
Indeed,
Cost-effective
indeed.
and targeting.
You see how I made all that into one, yeah.
Very nice.
No, yeah, cost effective because not only, I mean, you're not wasting your money, right? I mean, if you do the targeting correctly and retargeting, if you're targeting the people that came already to your website, for example, using the famous cookies that you press, okay, I accept when you enter to the website, if you retarget those people, you know that they already came to a website, which means they already had some kind of an interest. So you're not giving walnuts to somebody that doesn't have teeth to eat them. Yeah, we should cut that part. Shall we say? Shall we say almond instead? You see, we talked about that jokes. There you go. You see, you just reminded me of a few. So yeah, cost is one of them. The cost, how cheap it is, and how effective it is, right?
Yeah, and how easy it's to target, because you talk about that. So let's say that it's done already.
Well, I think
it goes anyway. Yeah,
it goes with cost and the targeting, right? Because I mean, targeting is if you're going to choose a keyword or a certain target that's very expensive, it's not going to be very cheap to advertise on social media if you don't know how to do it, right? So targeting is very important, because there's no point, like we said, there's no point to talk, about cars for somebody that doesn't have a driver license. That was a better one, right?
Yeah, well,
okay, it didn't work that much, but yeah, you see, they're coming very quick. Anyway, so number 2.5.
Yeah, and then about the tracking, all Facebook and Instagram give you like really good insights, which, for example, if you use traditional form of advertising, it's not easy to judge, and it's not easy to see how it was, how it performed. Sorry, I forgot my English.
100%.
And
another one,
we're looking for recommendation also on social media, which is a good thing. I mean, we said like when you bought your flight tickets, then you check or wait like a thingy, and then on social media it can be the same. You know, you always look for recommendation for people, and then on social media, because you have a post with a lot of comments, then you know it's a good thing also.
100%. And not only that, I mean, it also helps you to show your brand to the customers who didn't know you existed, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
You know, the part of the targeting is very nice to target the people that you're almost sure that will, or not sure, but you hope, and there's a bigger chance of them actually being converted into a lead and to ultimately revenue. But a big part of social media marketing is brand awareness, and to like I said, right, to ensure that you're in people's minds rather than, you know, just targeting for a lead. Ultimately, the value of your brand is also how many, you know, there's an intangible value for your brand, right?
Yeah.
And the next one is obviously competition, right?
Yeah, of course. I mean, everyone is there. I mean, why you shouldn't, right?
If your competition is on social media, let's all be on social media, right? Let's just.
Well, of course.
No, I agree. I mean,
if you are there, you have to be there, all right? Otherwise, they will have some client that you could have. I mean, it would be stupid to not be there.
True.
Yeah. Cut.
It's not a picture. I can't just cut it.
Okay, but resize it. Oh my God, you had the British accent.
No, but whatever. I don't know why.
What happened?
It just came naturally.
I can't cut it, can I?
No, I don't know. Maybe the old roots came back. I don't know.
Wow.
No, but I can't get into the windows. Do you know what I mean? I can't.
To the windows. Okay.
Windows.
No problem.
Yeah.
No problem.
We leave it there. So, I mean, it's fine. It just looks like, cool. Actually, it does look like you have a double color shirt. Like you have a bit of blue on top, and it doesn't look bad.
Okay. Cool.
No, it doesn't.
It's okay.
Anyway, if it covered the whole, if it covered the whole face, it would be a lot better. But yeah.
Okay, cool. I think we are done here.
I think we're
Let's go
done.
back
Anyway,
to the...
so yeah. So anyway, shall we do the goodbyes?
Yeah. Okay, cool. It was nice.
It was lovely. Thank you very much for listening to us. If you are using this video to fall asleep,
Thank you.
hang on, let me finish. You know, if people are falling asleep, we need to give them a bit more time. If you are using this video to fall asleep, we hope we did not succeed. If you are not, you are actually trying to learn something, well, good luck to you. But I hope you spent some good time with us. We did talk. We don't want to make it too long, even though it's already too long. I'm going to have to cut a lot. Yeah, thank you so much.
See you next week.
Bye.
You didn't say like check our website.
Putain. Okay, no, I'll add it.
But
okay, so we just cut. Okay.
No, but the connection is. Okay, wait.
Yeah, so we add now. Yeah, and don't forget to check the website. That's right here.
Yeah.
There. Yeah. Here. There. There. Yeah. Around. Oh, there. Yeah. Around there. Yeah. Don't forget to check.
Okay.
Yeah. And hit us up, like, comment, subscribe. E adeus, obrigado, au revoir. Do widzenia. Bye bye.
Merci. Thanks, guys. Bye.